Hello, this is the Young Collector back with another video. Sorry I have not posted a TTM video in probably at least 1 or 2 months. I was just not motivated, but I'm gonna be showing you stuff that I've recently got. I'm sure I'm leaving some things out, but got a few items. A lot of them are baseball, but I did get two veterans. So let's start off with this baseball card. Bill Mazeroski. He charges about $10. Pittsburgh Pirates. So I sent him a prism to get signed, and I think it turned out pretty good. I don't think I did prep this one, but even though I didn't prep it, it still looks pretty decent. Um, the Pure Collector, he does the way he preps prisms and other like shinier cards like that is I think he gets like a pencil eraser and he goes along the edges and all over the card, and then he uses like a cloth and stuff. So I think I plan on going to a Angels game, although I'm a very devout Dodgers fan. I'm going to an Angels game or I'm going to try to go to an Angels game in like August because the Yankees are going to be there, and I would love to meet Aaron Judge and have him sign a few cards. So I'm going to have to do that. A lot of these are index cards. I sent out a bunch of index cards to be signed by different baseball players, so you're going to see a lot of index cards in this video. We got Bobby Richardson, signed these two. Added some pretty interesting inscriptions. On this one, he said, Yankees, 55 to 66. And then also 1960 World Series MVP. And then on this one, I think that says 8-time All-Star, 5-time game something, 2-time, 1-time World Series champ. Then Yankees 55 to 66. And then he always sends these of Mickey Mantle. It's just a pamphlet talking about the World Series in 1960. He always adds something like this. And he always writes a little note. Ace, hope you like reading of my teammate. All my NY. I can't really read his writing, but that's all right. So yeah, he's always a great signer. He always has been. Hold on, let me find what goes with what. All right. Then we got Don Lee on 2 index cards. We got Ron Hansen on 2 index cards. He wrote with best wishes. He has really nice handwriting. On 2 index cards. Oh, and this is Gary Bell. I asked him. I had him sign 2 index cards, and then I asked him what his favorite memory of being in baseball was, and he said the 67 World Series. Very nice. And then finally we have John Willis, I think. Oh no, Don Demerit, I think, or Demera. Signed 2 index cards too. And then we got 2 veterans. One of them I got in person. Here, let me show you the one that I got. Years ago, it's almost 3 years now. It will be in May. I met Tuskegee Airmen, which was an African-American fighter pilot force. I think they also flew B-17s too, but they were mostly fighter pilots. And I wrote to one of the guys that I met. His name is John Hudges. Just saying, hey, I met you a few years ago and just wanted to say, thank you for your service. And he sent me this little printout. That's him. And then he signed the thing as well, so very nice of him to do that. and I didn't even ask him to send me something signed. I just wanted to say thank you for your service, and had him send me something signed. Then I got a veteran I met yesterday. His name, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Can't really tell what his name is, but I was just walking around. Me and my mom were doing errands, and I saw this guy, a U.S. Army cap and a jacket that's a U.S. Army veteran, and so I thanked him for his service, and he started telling me a little bit about his service. So he kind of just told me a little bit about his life. He came to America. He was originally in the Philippines and came to America when he was young, and he got drafted into Vietnam. He said he didn't want to go to Vietnam. They said, well, we'll arrest you if you don't go to Vietnam. And so he did go to Vietnam, and he was shot in the head by an enemy sniper, and he lifted up. Oh, my hair is a mess. Jeez. He lifted up his hat and he showed me, and it was like right here. It was just there was no hair there, and a small scar, and he got the Purple Heart for that. And then instead of just doing his 4-year contract, that was normally the contract unless you got seriously injured, like you lost a limb. He originally was going to do his 4-year contract, but he instead did 30 years in the Army. So this is I luckily had an index card on me, and I had him sign it. And he served in Vietnam, served in Bosnia, something like that, and even Iraq. He was even in Iraq. So very, very cool guy. I think I have other stuff. Hold on, let me look through my book real quick. I could only find one other thing that I remember, and it was a Vietnam vet that I met at a antique show, and he was in an air cavalry unit in Vietnam. He was U.S. Army, and his father was a B-17 bomber in World War II, and his grandfather was a infantryman in World War One. And so I had my bag with me with all my goodies in case I run into a vet. When I asked him, would you be all right with signing it? He said, yeah, well, it's not worth anything. So yeah, there he is, signed it. That's all the stuff that I have that I can remember within, like 2-3 weeks that I got this stuff. You will be seeing more TTM videos. I haven't stopped. I just kind of took a break. I wasn't motivated. I wasn't really getting a lot of good stuff, and so I just took a break. And I just got my color printer sorted up just last week. So I'm sending out photos now instead of just FTCs. I like having FTCs signed, but I think photos will look nice. They'll look nice in the binder. It'll be easier for me to explain the person's story whenever I talk to someone about my autographs. So yeah, I'm sending to a lot of people. I'm gonna try and do like 8 or 10 a week, request wise. I'm gonna have to get new stamps because I think I only have one sheet left. But yeah, so you see more content from me. I actually also have something, just to give you an idea of what my printer is. It's an Epson printer, so I just printed this out. Very iconic photo from Vietnam. There it is. And I think it turned out really nice. It looks really good. So I'll probably get this signed at events and stuff. Or I might send it out too. Another cool thing is one of my friend's moms. She was at like a antique or estate sale, and she found this really cool autograph book from 1877, and it doesn't really have any it doesn't have anything valuable in it. There it is, 1877. And there's not really any celebrities in here, except I guess they did put celebrities in here, like Abe Lincoln, but those aren't real. Those are printed on. I looked up the book and I saw that those they're printed on, so they're just kind of preprints. So yeah, and it's just family members mostly. The ones that I saw were real. Just family members of the person. Yeah, it's really interesting. But yeah, nothing else. Yeah, I'm gonna be posting more. I'm gonna try and make a video about how to do TTM autographs, because there's some things that I do that I see other people don't do, and that I think people should do. And yeah, so I hope you have a nice rest of your day, and let your mailbox be full. Goodbye.